Hey guys, so one thing I have noticed as I have gone through this process of having weight loss surgery is the way that people treat you differently. And I think that it is very kind of rough to see how people view you. And I just wanted to talk about that. So, for those of you who don't know, I have been overweight for a majority of my life. I would say at least 90% of my life at this point, I have been overweight or obese, however you would like to phrase it. And in middle school, I was bullied, partially because of the fact that I had short hair. I was called Boy George. I was made fun of because of being overweight and because of the way that I looked. And so I've talked about this in multiple videos on my channel throughout the years, but for those of you who may not have watched any of those videos, I really struggled with my mental health for decades because of the way that I was treated throughout my life, because of either my size or different abusive situations I have found myself in. And like I said, I recently just noticed, like, as I've continued to lose weight and become a smaller version of myself physically, I have noticed the differences in the way that people talk to me, the way that people interact with me, and the way that people look at me. And it makes me uncomfortable because, in a way, like, it makes me feel like I wasn't good enough before. And I think that it's sad that people put so much into the size that a person is. Like, I know that I was a good person prior to having this surgery, but people tended to overlook me or look to someone else because I was in a bigger body. And I just think it's sad because regardless of the size of a person's body, there's a lot that anybody can offer to this world that has absolutely zero to do with the size of the pants that they wear, or, like I said, the size of a person's body. And so it just frustrates me to no end that, like, people have been willing to include me more as I have continued to lose weight. People have talked to me much more respectfully since I have started losing weight. And, like, since my highest weight, I've lost 100 and almost 15 pounds, 115 pounds, somewhere around there, since my highest weight. And so, like, obviously, I know that I needed to lose weight, and I knew that in order to be a healthy version of myself, like, I needed to lose the weight. But it's just sad because I feel like people put more value into people who are in smaller bodies when I know that I had a lot to offer the world regardless of my shape or size or weight. Like, the number on the scale doesn't change the type of person that I am. It doesn't change the fact that I was willing to do anything for the people that I cared about, and even strangers. Like, I'm in the medical field because I care so much about helping other people feel better and helping them become the healthier versions of themselves that they want to be. And obviously I'm going through that process for myself right now, but, like, there are so many people who were homeless that I have offered to help. Like, when I had my own apartment and my own house, there are people who I let stay in my house or my apartment because they didn't have anywhere else to go. And I was always willing to be the person, I would give them clothes, I would give them food, whatever it was. Like, if I had it and somebody else needed it, I would willingly give it to them. And I would continue to do that even now. Like I said, my weight does not change the type of person that I am. And honestly, when I look in the mirror, I don't really see much of a difference. Like, I know that I'm wearing smaller clothes because I have had to buy a shit ton of smaller clothes, and I've had to get rid of a bunch of clothes that no longer fit me. So I don't know, like, I just hate knowing that, like, people who are talking to me now are talking to me now because I'm in a smaller body. And people who are giving me the time of day now wouldn't have given me the time of day. Like, there's quite a few people who wouldn't talk to me before, but now that I've lost weight, like, they're trying to be my friend and they're trying to talk to me more. And it's like, why are you being so fake? Like, obviously you're a very shallow person if you put that much value in a person's weight or a person's body size or body shape. And I just think it's sad. Like, I know that our society is a very shallow society. We do put a lot of value on the way that a person looks, how much they weigh, the type of clothes that they wear, things like that. And it's really sad, honestly. And And I think that what a lot of people don't realize about having weight loss surgery is just how much people's attitudes change towards you. And I think a lot of people end up going through the same or similar emotions that I have been trying to work through the last few weeks as I have gotten down into the 100s, which I haven't been in the 100s since I was like late middle school, early high school. And so I graduated from high school in 2006, for those of you who don't know. So it's been a long time since I've been in the 100s. And, you know, I think a lot of that was me mentally not taking care of myself, physically not taking care of myself, because I didn't feel like I was good enough, and I didn't feel like I deserved to be the person that I am today, and like to have the things that I have right now, and to have the level and quality of health that I do right now. And it's for a number of different reasons. And I know that like there are mentally things that I need to work on, because as I've gone through this process of having weight loss surgery and dealing with the recovery process and continuing to lose weight and follow the dietary guidelines, like there's stuff that has come up that I have not been prepared to deal with. And if you're curious about what those are, I may talk about them in the future on my channel as I feel comfortable to, but I'm kind of sharing my journey as far as like the things that I'm comfortable sharing. So like I said, I may share them in the future, but I may not, you know, it just depends on how I feel about things on any certain day. I don't know. I just feel like it's sad to see that people will give me the time of day now that wouldn't even talk to me when I was a bigger person. And it's just really sad to see like how treatment differs depending on your body shape and your body size. And like I said, I know that there's things that mentally I have to work through because I have dealt with this for decades. As far as like being a bigger person, not being able to shop in regular stores. Like I can shop in regular stores now because I'm wearing a size large, extra large, some mediums. Like I know that's a wide range, but depending on the brand, they all kind of fit the same. So it just kind of depends on the brand what I'm able to wear size-wise. And so it's very frustrating for me because I feel like I was a good person at every size that I've been at. And I just like, now that I've decided to start taking care of myself and taking care of my health, I feel like more emphasis has been put on me because I'm losing weight. And so people are like, oh, you're good enough now. And it just makes me sad because I feel like I was good enough then, but then like obviously I didn't feel that way about myself. But like looking back now, I know that I was good enough then. I just didn't care enough about myself or have enough confidence in myself or enough self-esteem to make these changes then. And so I don't know. I just kind of wanted to share how I was feeling today because it is a little bit frustrating. So yeah. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about weight loss surgery or my experience with the gastric sleeve surgery, since that is the type of surgery that I had, feel free to let me know. And like I said, I will share bits and pieces of my journey as I continue to go through it, depending on what I'm comfortable with sharing. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video.